Händileikkuualusta soveltuu kaikkeen pilkkomiseen, lihan, kalan, hedelmien ja vihannesten. Edes sipulista ei jää hajuja alustaan. Leikkuualusta käy myöskin veitsien terottamiseen. Händileikkuualustan hyvä laatu takaa sen kestävyyden. Kauniin muotonsa ansiosta händi on myös mainio tarjoilualusta. Se on kaunis ja käytännöllinen vaikkapa juustotarjottimena. Myös leivän leikkaaminen käy kätevästi. Händilasinen leikkuualusta ansaitsee paikkansa keittiössä. Soita ruudussa näkyvään numeroon ja tilaa nyt ostoslinjalta händileikkuualusta hintaan 138 markkaa tai 2 kappaletta händileikkuualustoja hintaan 238 markkaa. Soita heti.
Nyt saat puhdistettua kotisi arvokkaat metalliesineet helposti ja erittäin turvallisesti. Silverstar puhdistuslevy puhdistaa hopean, hopeoidut esineet, kullan, korut ja ruostumattoman teräksen. Esineesi puhdistuvat todella helposti ja mikä tärkeintä ilman kuluttavaa hankausta. Silverstar puhdistuslevy ei sisällä puhdistuskemikaaleja tai syövyttäviä happoja, vaan sen teho perustuu elektrolyysiin. Siksi samaa menetelmää on käytetty museoissa historiallisten arvoesineiden turvalliseen puhdistukseen. Silverstar puhdistuslevy on todella nopea. Jopa puolessa minuutissa se poistaa pinttymät esineistä. Voit puhdistaa pieniä tai suuria esineitä vaivattomasti. Koruja, joissa pieniä yksityiskohtia on vaikea puhdistaa monilla muilla puhdistusmenetelmillä, mutta Silverstar puhdistuslevyllä saat vaikeatkin kohteet puhdistettua. Puhdistuslevyt eivät ole mitään kertakäyttötuotteita, vaan voit käyttää niitä uudestaan ja uudestaan. Ne kestävät oikein säilytettynä eliniän. Silverstar puhdistuslevyt toimivat astiassa, esimerkiksi pesualtaassa, jossa on lämmintä vettä ja ruokalusikallinen ruokasuolaa. Esineet ovat kuivamisen jälkeen käyttövalmiita, eikä niihin jää makuja tai hajuja. Silverstar puhdistuslevyt säästävät aikaa ja ennen kaikkea arvokkaita esineitä. Soita ruudussa näkyvään numeroon ja tilaa Silverstar puhdistuslevyt todella edullisesti. 1 levy vain 119 markkaa ja 2 levyä vain 199 markkaa. Ja saat tummuneet esineet jälleen säihkymään.
Useimmat meistä valmistavat ruokansa epäterveellisesti ja käyttämällä turhaa rasvaa. Ostoslinja esittelee sinulle terveellisen, taloudellisen ja helpomman ratkaisun. No-stick-paisto- ja leivin alustan. No-stick-alustaa on saatavilla 2 eri kokoa ja voit käyttää sitä lähes kaikkien ruokien valmistuksessa, paistamisessa, leipomisessa, grillaamisessa ja myös käyttäessäsi mikrouunia. Etkä tarvitse ylimääräistä voita, rasvaa tai ruokaöljyä. Leipomisessa no-stick on täydellinen apuväline. Kun kaulitset, no-stick pitää taikinan hyvin paikallaan. Ei enää taikinan tarttumista pöydänpintaan tai paistovuon rasvausta tai vanhanaikaista leivinpaperin käyttöä. No-stick on ratkaisu tähän kaikkeen. Kun laitat no-stick-alustan uunin pellille paistamisen ajaksi rasvauksen sijaan, ei tarvitse pelätä leivonnaisten tarttumista peltiin kiinni. Ja mikä parasta, no-stick-alustaa voit käyttää yhä uudelleen ja uudelleen. Kun leivonnaiset ovat valmiita, otat ne helposti pelliltä, sillä no-stick-alustassa on tarttumaton pinta. No-stick-alusta on todella monikäyttöinen. Se soveltuu kaikenlaisiin uuneihin, mikroon ja se kestää aina 260 asteen lämpötilan. Kun valmistat esimerkiksi ranskan perunoita, et tarvitse ylimääräistä rasvaa ja pizzapohjakin paistuu ihanan rapeaksi. No-stick on helppo puhdistaa käytön jälkeen ja tietysti voit pestä sen myös astianpesukoneessa. Vastaisuudessa uunisi pysyy puhtaana. Ei enää voi tai margariiniroiskeita. Tässä näet eri ruokia, jotka on valmistettu käyttämällä no-stick-alustaa ilman rasvaa. Ja voit verrata, mikä määrä rasvaa normaalisti kuluisi vuosittain keskivertoperheeltä ruoan valmistukseen. Vähintään 15 kiloa. Joten käytä tämä tilaisuus tehdä ruoan valmistaminen tulevaisuudessa helpommaksi, taloudellisemmaksi ja ennen kaikkea terveellisemmäksi. Näin helppoa se todella on, sillä no-stick-alustassa on tarttumaton pinta. Kun leivonnaiset ovat valmiit, Ne on helppo nostaa pelliltä ja No-Stick-alusta irtoaa aina yhtä helposti. Tilaa nyt ostoslinjalta No-Stick-paistoalusta. Saat 2 alustaa hintaan 115 markkaa tai 4 No-Stick-paistoalustaa vain 185 markkaa ja ruuan valmistaminen on entistä helpompaa ja terveellisempää.
Tervetuloa kaikki Ostoslinjan keittiöön. Meillä on tänään herkullisia uutisia kaikille hyvän ruoan ystäville sekä erityisesti savustuksesta pitäville.
Savustaminen on todella helppoa. Laitat vain pari desiä savustuspuruja uunin pohjalle. Levitä purut tasaisesti ja muista, että lihaa savustaessa puruja tarvitaan normaalia vähemmän. Nosta savustettava ruoka, esimerkiksi lohifilee ritilälle, ja laita ritilä uuniin. Uunissa on 2 ritilää eri tasoissa, joilla molemmilla voit savustaa samanaikaisesti. Savustaessasi pienempiä kaloja, muista jättää kalojen väliin pieni rako, jotta savu pääsee vapaasti kiertämään. Aseta kansi paikoilleen, valitse termostaatista sopiva lämpötila ja nosta laite liesituulettimen alle.
Nyt meillä on savustus tässä käynnissä liesituulettajan alla, ja kun näemme noista pienistä reiistä, miten vähän siitä savua tulee, jonka liesituuletin hyvin vetää pois. Nämä reijät on välttämättömät, jotta savu pääsee kiertämään kalojen ympärillä, että tulee tasainen savustus.
Ruudussa näet savustusaikaesimerkkejä. Kuten huomaat, kookkaatkin lohifileet valmistuvat puolessa tunnissa.
Ja tämä uuni sitten soveltuu varmasti hyvin kerros- ja rivitaloihin, joissa normaalisti ei pysty savustamaan.
Joo, tämän lähtökohtana on ollut se, että mahdollisimman moni suomalainen pystyy nauttimaan savustetusta kalasta ja muusta savustetusta ruuasta.
Ulkomitoiltaan uuni on kätevän kokoinen. Se mahtuu hyvin kotisilieden päälle.
Meidän lohifileet on ollut savustuksessa puoli tuntia. Katsotaanko, mitä ollaan saatu aikaan.
Joo, katsotaan. Ja niin kuin tässä näemme, niin ollaan saatu ihan aitoa savukalaa. Ja sehän on tämän laitteen ideana ollut, että saadaan lämmin savukala suoraan ruokapöytään. Ja tällähän säästää selvää rahaa, koska lohi maksaa kaupassa noin 20 kilo ja savustettuna 50 markkaa.
Nyt sinullakin on mahdollisuus säästää rahaa sekä nauttia tuoreesta, herkullisesta savustetusta ruuasta.
Tämä on todella herkullista.
No totta, suomalaisillahan on pitkät perinteet savustamisesta ja nyt tällä Smoking savustusuunilla niin kaikilla on mahdollisuus nauttia hyvästä savustetusta ruuasta.
Tilaa nyt ostoslinjalta Smoking savustusuuni hintaan 990 markkaa. Smoking savustusuunin avulla savustaminen on mahdollista jopa kerrostalohuoneistossa. Smoking savustusuuni on kotimainen laatutuote, jolla on 2 vuoden takuu.
Nyt on painon pudottaminen helppoa. -10 rasvansitoja on erinomainen apuväline painonpudotukseen niille, joille se muuten on hankalaa tai lähes mahdotonta. Kitosaani ja sen sitoma rasva poistuu elimistössäsi ulosteen mukana. Voit syödä kuten ennenkin ja laihdut. Tämä testi näyttää, miten -10 rasvansitoja toimii. Molemmissa laseissa on vettä. Lisätään kumpaankin rasvaa. Laitetaan toiseen lasiin kitosaanijauhetta, eli samaa ainetta kuin -10 rasvansitoja tabletit. Kitosaani sitoo hetkessä rasvan itseensä ja putoaa lasin pohjalle. -10 rasvansitoja tabletit toimivat elimistössäsi samalla tavalla, eikä aterian sisältämä rasva pääse imeytymään elimistöösi. Voit syödä kuten ennenkin ja laihdut. Ei enää paino-ongelmia. -10 rasvansitoja auttaa sinua pysymään ihannepainossasi. -10 rasvansitoja tabletteja on erittäin helppo käyttää. Otat vain 1 tabletin runsaan veden kanssa ennen jokaista suurempaa ateriaa.
Tilaa nyt ostoslinjalta -10 rasvansitoja-purkki hintaan 158 markkaa. Tai 2 purkkia hintaan 258 markkaa. Soita ruudussa näkyvään numeroon ja tilaa itsellesi -10 rasvansitoja.
Eikö olekin tuttu ongelma? Tavaraa on enemmän kuin tilaa. Muhkeat vuodevaatteet, villapaidat ja talvivaatteet ovat vain tilaongelman huippu. Ratkaisu on Spacebag-säilytysjärjestelmä. Spacebagissa on monikerroksinen nailon-komposiittirakenne, joka muodostaa tyhjiön tavaroidesi säilyttämistä varten. Miljoonia Spacebageja on jo käytössä ja nyt niissä on uusi, parempi ja helppokäyttöisempi sulkemismekanismi. Mieleesi tuli jo varmasti kymmeniä tapoja säästää tilaa ja suojata tavaroita Spacebagin avulla. Ja me näytämme niitä vielä lisää. Nyt vuoron saavat Jan Müller ja Nancy Nelson.
Hi, thank you so much. How are you today? It is so much fun to be here because I get to talk about something that I know you're going to love. Does this closet look familiar to you guys? Yes. Filled up, no room for anything else, and all this stuff you want to put in there, no room, right? How would you like your closet to look like this? Is this great? Well, that's what this show is all about. It's about a thing called the space bag. And what the space bag is going to do is give you all your closets back again. Shall we learn about it? All right. The guy who really knows about all this, my old friend Jan Muller. Hey, Jan, how you doing? Look, and this looks familiar, Jan. This is the tall stack of stuff.
Because most of us feel we've got so much stuff in our homes, there's no more room for us, right?
There isn't anymore, is there? No more room.
Well, take a look at this. I've got 2 king-size comforters and 4 pillows.
Yes,
Okay.
and you're always trying to put them into a space, they fall out, or do you put them under the bed? I put them under the bed, I take them out, and then I have to wash them before I can use them because they're all dirty.
How'd you like to make them all disappear until you're ready to use them again?
We'd like it, yes?
Okay.
Please,
All
Mr.
you
Muller.
need is the space bag. This is a specially designed storage system that allows you to vacuum seal your bedding, clothes, and other articles to keep them safe and protected. Now, I've already got in here 2 king-size comforters and 4 pillows, and it's already taking up less space.
Look at this, isn't this something? So we went from over 3 feet down to this.
Right, we've got the yardstick here, so we can take a look at that. That's over 3 feet.
Right.
And now we're down to about 15 inches.
Now that's impressive, right? But that's not all, because this space bag is quite remarkable. It's very special. It's not just an old bag.
Here's the secret. All
Okay.
you need is the space bag and an ordinary vacuum cleaner. You could use the Dirt Devil upright vacuum like I
Okay.
have here, or a canister vac, as long as it has a vacuum hose.
That's all we need is the vacuum hose. All right.
Just turn it on and put it right here on the patented one-way valve. And now what we're doing, Nancy, is we're taking the air out of the space bag and out of the comforters and pillows, because that's what's taking up so much space in our closets.
Look at this, and can you see this? I've got my hands out. Look at it's going down, so it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
The universal one-way valve allows you to take the air out, and it fits any size hose,
And then the
it
air
won't
won't
let
go
the air
back
go back in. And the bag is a specially designed bag. It's a multi-layer laminated bag made of nylon and polyethylene that's designed to hold a vacuum. It'll protect it against bugs, mold, mildew, allergens, dust. Nothing can get in the bag.
So when you want to store something just to save space, or if you're storing something for different seasons, you don't have a mothball smell anymore either. Look at this.
Isn't
Look
this
at
great?
this. Is this something? So you went from over 3
3 feet
to...
down to about 7 inches.
Look at what
Isn't
you
that amazing?
This is so neat. And of course now it's easy to slip this under the bed, or there's something else you showed me today that can be done with it.
You can turn these up on end
Look
and
at this.
stack them just like books. If you want to put it in the garage or in your basement, and you don't have to worry about water. And I'll prove it to you, okay? This is the other size of the space bag. This is the large size. I use the jumbo size to be able to pack our bedding.
Okay.
Now I'm going to use the large size to be...
This
Once
is very
again-
interesting. Now, it will fit like any of our hoses on any standard vacuum cleaner.
Exactly, because it's a universal valve, and it's one way. As soon as it takes all the air out, it doesn't let any of the air back in.
The
And
other
that
thing that's
fast we vacuum
interesting
pack
is how it's sealed so easily. All right, now look at that.
So all you have to do is pack the space bag,
Right.
vac it, and stack it.
So all of these clothes that in Minnesota I don't need until next winter.
Exactly. And I'm going to prove to you that it really is waterproof. So I'm going to take the sweaters, I'm going to put it right down in this aquarium.
Oh, now wait. Now see,
Fill with water. You don't have to worry about it because the space bag is airtight and waterproof. And we'll come back and check it in just a moment.
You know, that scares me to be
Well,
sure
now you
that's
don't
okay.
well, we'll see. But you won't have to worry about now packing things and putting it in the basement or someplace where it gets damp
Yes.
or wet because it's waterproof. Let me show you how easy it is to use.
Yeah,
okay?
please do, because the bag that I have is an older version, if you will, and this does look different, Jan. Is it fair to say this is new and improved?
It is, and there's no other product in the world like the space bag because all you have to do is just pack it, vac it, and then stack it wherever you want to.
What are we going to do?
Pack
it,
vac, and stack.
I love it.
Now, it also has a very unique sealing closure system, okay? This is called the zip and vac sealing system. And all you have to, you ever use one of those sandwich closure bags, you know, that you use for
I have
your...
to tell you, this looks just like a big giant sandwich bag, so what's the big deal?
Well, this closure system is specially designed to be airtight and watertight, not like the others. Of course, the multi-layers protects it,
yes.
and the special one-way valve.
Yes.
There's no other bag in the world like it. Now, do you want to do it?
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
I love it. Some of you haven't had the chance to do this. You will later. This is so fun.
This time we're going to use a canister. Again, we're just using any hose that comes
And
with the
you've got the
vacuum.
dirt devil, but Emily do this. All you do is, and what amazes me, Jan, is how fast this happens.
Yeah, in less than a minute, you're going to take all of the air out.
Look at what's happening. Look at this. So now, instead of being able to stack 2 or 3 pillows in your closet and take up the whole closet, look at you have that, and you didn't do anything special. But, and this occurred to me the first time I used it, I thought, oh, look at you just munched this pillow. I mean, it's nice to store it, but now it's useless for all time.
No.
No.
Because if that was true, we couldn't have the space bag, right?
Exactly.
So I'm going to prove to you, and I'm going to show you that whatever you put in the space bag, you don't have to worry about it being ruined. Because as soon as you open up the seal, now
Watch
listen.
this. Can you hear the
Can you
air?
hear the air come back in?
It does go. There's a little bit of air.
Everything comes right back to life.
And it's clean. And you don't have to wash it. It's ready to use. I love it. Aren't you sitting there thinking there's got to be 500 ways I can use this in the house right now?
Well, here's one, okay?
Yes.
Here's the large space bag, okay?
These look like Minnesota winter sweaters.
Right, so I'm using it now as a sweater bag. Now, here's what we typically use as sweater bags,
These
right?
are expensive, and I don't know about you, but basically they're useless because all the dirt and all the other problems still gets in here.
And you can get one sweater in the side
They're
of the
still
bag.
fat,
Okay, yeah,
right.
you got to get more and more and more of them.
Storage.
How many sweaters do you think I have in the large space bag? I
6
mean,
or
if you
7.
could store 6 or 7 bulky
Yeah.
sweaters, wouldn't that
And
be
look
great?
how little it was.
Okay, we'll see. There's 1, 2,
Oh, here, come on, help with it.
3.
3, you're enjoying this, aren't you? 4, and 5, look at this. 6, 7, 8, look at this. 10, 11, 12.
And they all come right back to their original condition. They're protected, so there's no moth holes, there's no bugs, there's no
And they're
rodents that can get to it.
clean. When
and
you
they're clean.
take them out, you can wear them. You don't have to wash them and do all that other stuff. Boy, there's a big difference between that amount of space, and this was, what, about 7 or 8 inches high.
And even if you spend just $50 a sweater, you can protect over $600 worth of your garments and clothes. You don't have to worry about
You
it.
know, that's important because these things get ruined if you don't store them properly, and you're essentially letting money just fly out the window. So we're saving money as well. Do you love it? What do you think about the storage bag, you guys?
Can I show you one more thing right here?
And I want to ask about this bag over here.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Well, you will not believe what I have vacuum sealed inside this space bag, and I'll show you that in just a moment. But I want you to
This
see.
is heavy.
It
What is this?
Well, you'll see.
Okay.
Okay. I want you to see what happens when you let the air back in. So when you vacuum pack your bedding,
Right.
okay, all you have to do is now put this under a bed, store it wherever you want to. You get your closet space back because you don't have to put this in the closet.
Isn't that neat? Just think of those words. You get your closet space back.
Open it up.
All
Here's our
right.
pillows.
Oh, I'll help.
They all
I'll
come
help.
back exactly the
Look
way
at
they
this.
first went in.
Look at this.
So you don't have to worry about it. You want to grab
Okay,
those
I'll
comforters?
pull. Oh my gosh. All right, now these are the comforters. Jan, you said it.
Poor girl.
Look at this. Look at this. All of these are that, and they had gone down to almost nothing. Do you love this, you guys?
Tilaa nyt, niin saat 2 isoa spacebagia ja 1 jumbobagin uskomattoman edullisesti. Jos lupaat kertoa siitä ystävällesi, saat vielä 1 ison spacebagin. Kuulit oikein. Siis 3 isoa spacebagia ja 1 jumbobagi uskomattoman edullisesti.
With my use of space bags, I've regained the use of 3 entire closets in my house.
In this one space bag, I have about 50 of my daughter's dolls and stuffed animals, which is about 5 moving boxes worth of toys here.
Olet luultavasti käyttänyt paljon rahaa laatikoihin, mutta ne vievätkin vain entistä enemmän tilaa. Olivatko käyttämäsi muovipussit hajoavaa materiaalia, eivätkä ne suojanneet tavaroitasi pölyltä, homelta tai tuholaisilta.
All my albums and so on that I'm not able to keep in the house that I keep in the garage are all in the space bag, and I know that they're safe, they're airtight, nothing's going to get to them. No termites, air, they're not going to yellow, they're just going to be fabulous for my kids to have later on.
Poista ilma spacebagista tavallisella letkupölyn imurilla ja valloita tavaroilta takaisin säilytystilaa. Tuntuu kuin saisit uusia kaappeja, hyllyjä ja vaatetankoja ilmaiseksi. Spacebag kutisti kaiken tämän näin pieneen tilaan.
In this bag there's a king-size sleeping bag, double wide, 2 full-size blankets and 2 standard-size blankets, taking up really about 1/4 the space.
I love space bags. They save you a lot of room.
I have closet space that I never believed I'd had before. It seems like I've got a whole new storage area.
Kutista säilytettävät tavarat ja suojaa ne spacebagin avulla. Saat spacebagisi täydellä palautusoikeudella. Täytä, ime ja käytä. Varastoit tavarasi spacebag-säilytysjärjestelmällä. Tilaa spacebagit itsellesi ruudussa näkyvästä Ostos-TV:n numerosta. Saat 2 isoa spacebagia, jumbon ja vielä 1 ison bagin kaupan päälle. Kaikkiaan 4 spacebagia edulliseen hintaan ja tietysti täydellä palautusoikeudella. Kysy erikoisalennusta tilatessasi useampia spacebageja. Muista, spacebagilla varastoit ja suojaat untuvapeitteet, huovat, neuleet, tyynyt, pehmusteet, puvut, vaatteet, paperit, valokuvat, hopeat ja paljon muuta.
With the space bag home storage system. And you know, Jan, this is the new and improved version, but millions of people all across America already use these. Some of you do, don't you? Yes, already have them. I have one already.
Well, it's because there's no other product like this in the world, because it's the only one that has all 3 things that make it the perfect storage system.
What are they?
First, the multi-layered bag.
Yes.
Second, the one-way valve. And third, the vac and sealing system. Now, all you have to do is vac, pack, and stack, and then take any vacuum cleaner, anyone with a hose,
Sure.
okay? Just turn that one on for me, would you?
Okay, yes. Now,
And just put it right into the one-way valve.
you did just explain this, but you know, the truth is, it looks just like a giant sandwich bag that you've sealed at the end, and obviously it's a whole lot more.
It's a multi-layered bag made of nylon and polyethylene. You take the air out, the air stays out, it can't get back in. And the one-way valve, as soon as you back out all the air, snaps shut so the air can't get
And
back
this,
in.
of course, is patented. And that, look at what, I'm standing here talking, but look at how this is getting smaller and smaller. By the way,
you shut that off for me?
You also can reuse these. I mean, you can use them again and again
Absolutely,
and again.
over and over again.
So we went from, I don't know, we talked about 3 feet high to whatever way. And now look at this. Look how,
Isn't that
look
great?
at, here, this is what I like. Now, didn't you say, look at, you can stack them like books.
Yes, exactly.
Isn't that wonderful?
Now, let me ask you something. You can see what's in the bag, right?
Sure.
I know I'm stating the obvious,
Yes.
but can you tell me what you're storing in these storage bags?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. And you never know, do you? Don't you put your stuff
No,
like
you
that?
put the labels on the
And the
outside,
labels
and then you
fall
start
off, and
looking
then you
around
have
in
to
here.
open every bag. I
And
forgot
here's what
that.
happens, because it's not protected, clothes can get mildewed, mold.
Oh, look,
Look at this.
yes.
Okay, so it's
See?
ruined.
You think you've saved them and you've ruined them, and that's just heartbreaking.
Or this happens, you've got a great sweater, pay a lot of money for it, you put it
Right.
in a bag, and what happens?
Little creatures
Mothballs.
came and visited. And you know what? We're teasing about that. Not only do you feel badly that you can't wear it anymore. What is that?
Mice, bugs get into our clothes when they're stored like this and in every other way
Yes.
except using the space bag.
Yes.
It ruins them. So it ends up costing you quite a bit
Put
of money.
this away. You
This
can't
doesn't
play with
work.
this anymore today. No, but that's true. You ruin things and you lose a lot of money along the way.
Now, when you want to get back into the bag,
Yeah.
it's reusable. All you
Yes.
have to do is just open it right up here on its sealing
I
system.
love this.
Pull it apart.
And you know, I can hear a little air
that
rush.
great?
Now look, and this is what's fascinating. Now,
Take a look.
the first time I used it, I told you, I worried that it had smashed my stuff down so much that it had ruined it.
Everything comes back
But
to
all
life.
the air, and not only does it all come back, but it comes back clean and perfect. So instead of having all of this in your closet, now wait, I want to really stack it up the
Okay.
way it looks in your closet, because there. Now you get all that back in your closet with that
Exactly,
bag.
with the
Isn't
space
that swell? That is just perfect.
Now, I've shown you how you can triple your closet space, right?
Yeah,
and
right.
get all that closet space back
It's wonderful.
using the space bag.
Wonderful.
How would you like to get an extra closet free? Got an extra closet in your home and you didn't even know it.
You want it?
Look at this.
All right. I love, Jan always has
What do you do
another
with
way
your
to-
suitcases?
Well,
when
don't
you're not traveling?
you store them somewhere wherever you can find storage space, right?
Right, but
Yeah.
they're usually empty.
Sure.
You don't have to have them empty. This is your extra closet,
Oh, look
okay?
at this, you guys.
With
Look
space
at this.
bags.
This is such a smart idea. Look at that. Now, all of those suitcases that are sitting around empty, now keep in mind as we take this out, all of this ended up in just one suitcase.
It's just one suitcase.
And-
Now, this is the kids' clothes, okay?
Right.
Because if you want to keep them to hand them down to the next child.
And these are
Excellent.
my clothes.
These are your
Look
clothes.
at this. Look at all
And
this is piling up.
if you like to go skiing or do winter sports, what are you going to do with those clothes the rest of the
A
year?
lot of you mentioned you've got ski clothes that are taking up space in the closet. Look at this.
That's in there, and the hats, and, well, it looks like one pillow.
You know what, while you're doing this, I love saving the space, but don't you like just being more organized? I mean, there it is, and it's clean, and it's easy to get to.
Two.
Life is complicated enough without looking for stuff. Look at
Four.
this. Look at
Four
this.
pillows, all of that was in just the one suitcase. And it's safe, it's protected. None of this can be affected by water, by air. No bugs, no mildew, no mold, no dust, no allergens can get into the space bag.
Isn't this something you guys see? This is, I just love the space bag.
Let's leave this right. Earlier we put some clothes into the water, right?
Yes, we did.
Okay, I want to show you how you can use the
How
space
are
bag.
the clothes doing? Are they
Oh,
wet?
they're fine.
They're safe back there?
I want to show you something else that you can use this space bag for, and that's non-clothing articles, okay?
Jan, this is, you know, this never occurred to me until just now. We lost a good portion of our home to a flood a few years ago, and it took me almost 3 years to replace all the documents that were lost. You can't prove who you are if you've lost your documents. You can't get anything. It was a nightmare.
Well, you want to take the air out?
This is so smart. So your precious things. Now, this is somebody's wedding album. Look
That's
at this.
fast to take out the air, and it's protected.
And nothing's going to turn yellow. These are, oh, if you've got
Isn't that
the
great?
heirloom pieces and things like that, look at that.
Isn't that fantastic?
They're not going to yellow, and they'll be protected from moisture and all kinds of
Now,
things.
here's what you were talking about. Your documents are one-of-a-kind things. If you're a collector of antiques, if you want the things that you have
Yes.
to remain safe, there's only one place to put them. It's in the space bag, and I'll prove it to you because I'm going to take this one
Oh, no,
along
not
with
in
our
the
clothes
water.
that have still been in there. Oh,
I'm
yes.
still nervous about that one.
And
I
that
haven't-
goes in underneath, okay?
That is, okay, terrific. More from this. Oh, this is very heavy.
My daughter loved stuffed animals.
Yes, of course.
So this is the only way that I know of storing stuffed animals to 3,
Guys, look at
and
this. It's so
there's
cute.
a whole lot more.
Is this sensational, you guys? Look at this.
Fantastic.
How many of us have wanted to save our kids things and we can't? Are you having a good time? Do you want to have the space bag in your home? You're going to use it for dozens of things. We're going to tell you how to get the space bag, and then we'll come back with more. Yes?
Okay.
This is so great.
Tilaa nyt, niin saat 2 isoa spacebagia ja 1 jumbobagin uskomattoman edullisesti. Jos lupaat kertoa siitä ystävällesi, saat vielä 1 ison spacebagin. Kuulit oikein, siis 3 isoa spacebagia ja 1 jumbobagi uskomattoman edullisesti.
It was billowing.
Unbelievable.
It was flowing over. I recall when we had to zipper this thing up, I practically had to sit on it. We were pressing it down.
Exactly.
It was swelling everywhere. And to our amazement, when we finally filled these, we could not believe it.
Poista ilma spacebagista tavallisella letkupölyn imurilla ja valloita tavaroilta takaisin säilytystilaa. Tuntuu kuin saisit uusia kaappeja, hyllyjä ja vaatetankoja ilmaiseksi.
The best thing about space bags is that I can just store so many different things in very, very limited space.
Spacebag kutisti kaiken tämän näin pieneen tilaan.
Because of space bags, when I put clothes away, even for the winter clothes, when we put it out in the garage and when I come back, it's not ruined and it's fresh just like I put it in.
I put it in the space bag and the space bag keeps it beautiful. I show it off to my friends, bring it out of the closet.
Olivatko käyttämäsi muovipussit hajoavaa materiaalia, eivätkä ne suojanneet tavaroitasi pölyltä, homelta tai tuholaisilta?
The space bags keep my pillows, my blankets, all my material and things. It keeps it very clean and keeps it ready to use because when you open it, it just all comes back up fluffy again. My husband can't complain about me buying things anymore because now I have places to store everything.
Kutista säilytettävät tavarat ja suojaa ne Spacebagin avulla. Saat Spacebagisi täydellä palautusoikeudella. Täytä, ime ja käytä. Varastoit tavarasi Spacebag-säilytysjärjestelmällä. Tilaa Spacebagit itsellesi ruudussa näkyvästä Ostos-TV:n numerosta. Saat 2 isoa Spacebagia, jumbon ja vielä 1 ison bagin kaupan päälle. Kaikkiaan 4 Spacebagia edulliseen hintaan ja tietysti täydellä palautusoikeudella. Kysy erikoisalennusta tilatessasi useampia Spacebageja. Muista, Spacebagilla varastoit ja suojaat untuvapeitteet, huovat, neuleet, tyynyt, pehmusteet, puvut, vaatteet, paperit, valokuvat, hopeat ja paljon muuta.
So much fun with the space bag home storage system, and now what is it? All we have to do is pack, back, and stack.
Very good.
See, and this, but I love it. I mean, we've saved so much space. We've saved a lot of things that would have been damaged. What else are we going to do? Because there's new stuff in front of us.
Well,
There's always something new.
because, you know, a lot of people love to keep the things that they use only once, okay? Like a christening gown, a wedding gown. However, if you get a wedding gown done professionally, it can cost you hundreds of dollars.
At least a couple of $100, yes?
And you really can't tell what's inside the box.
Not only that, Jan, if you don't do something, even when it's done professionally, the air gets to it and it turns yellow.
So
and
here's
it
how
gets
you can
ruined.
do it. You can put it right into a space bag if you want to, or you can get one of the boxes and put it inside the box just like they do professionally.
Get all the air out, it won't turn yellow,
Exactly,
it's safe
just turn
forever.
it on and it takes the air out. It's a multi-layer laminated bag that's designed to hold a vacuum, which means that won't let the air back in once you take the air out.
And this is patented.
The one-way valve that is a universal valve, so you can use any nozzle from any vacuum cleaner.
This is interesting to me because how many of you have to, like once a year when company actually comes over, you're polishing the silver. It just makes you nuts. And I think we have to polish it because of the air and oxygen on it, right?
That's correct. So now you can just put it into the space bag. Now I want you
Watch
to see
this,
just how
guys.
fast this happens.
Watch this. Look at. This is so neat. And now you just put this in the hutch or wherever it is, and you are not going to be tarnishing or untarnishing things anymore.
Okay, are you ready to check and see how our bags are doing in the water?
You know, I'm very worried about this because if this doesn't work, you're going to
you
look
don't have to
really
worry
goofy.
about it. Listen, these are space bags. They're waterproof. They're airtight. Would you take this one? These are the documents. That's the one you had trouble with in Minnesota,
that's right. Now, see, this is so you don't get mildew on your documents or like we did, lose them in a flood. Well, we'll see for sure. Oh, and this is, I forgot we've got the very precious, expensive silks in there.
I have thousands of dollars worth of silk
You sure
clothes
do.
inside the space bag. So take out our sweater. Tell me if it's...
Look at that, you guys.
Isn't that great?
Right. Yes, this is so nice. And of course, we're not going to float them in an aquarium, but
All
you're
the
not going to have
embroidery's still
mildew
safe.
anymore. And just think how valuable these pieces are.
All the way down to the bottom of the bag, it's still
Perfectly
safe
dry.
and
Nice, huh, guys? All right, let me check the documents. Oh, the valuable baseball cards. Oh, look at this.
Not a
Perfectly
spot
dry.
of water.
And wait, I want to handle the one that was right underneath the seal, the valve. Look at that. This is nice. This is terrific. Now, Jan, we already know millions of people have these all over America. These are the new and improved with the special new closing system. some of you actually have space bags, yes? But some of you don't. Those who don't, would you like to come up and try them? And those, dude, you want to come up and try the new ones? Come on, let's give this a try. All right, Jan's going to get you ready.
Here, I'll put
Follow
one
this
over
man.
here. How you doing?
Let me grab a microphone.
Just take this,
Get in, I'll move
and
this.
I'll turn it on for you and just put it right in there.
Tilaan nyt, niin saat 2 isoa spacebagia ja 1 jumbobagin uskomattoman edullisesti. Jos lupaat kertoa siitä ystävällesi, saat vielä 1 ison spacebagin. Kuulit oikein, siis 3 isoa spacebagia ja 1 jumbobagi uskomattoman edullisesti.
We took 2 clothes racks full of clothing, and collapsed them down into 4 space bags. I have a back porch. You can actually get to the pool table.
I've been able to accomplish getting rid of a lot of boxes that were taking up a lot of space.
Olet luultavasti käyttänyt paljon rahaa laatikoihin, mutta ne vievätkin vain entistä enemmän tilaa. Olivatko käyttämäsi muovipussit hajoavaa materiaalia, eivätkä ne suojanneet tavaroitasi pölyltä, homelta tai tuholaisilta?
I do have a couple of cashmere sweaters, and there's no danger of the moths or any dust getting into the bag.
Poista ilma spacebagista tavallisella letkupölyn imurilla ja valloita tavaroilta takaisin säilytystilaa. Tuntuu kuin saisit uusia kaappeja, hyllyjä ja vaatetankoja ilmaiseksi. Spacebag kutisti kaiken tämän näin pieneen tilaan.
I don't know how I ever got along without it because it frees up so much space in the house. I can take my comforters, I can take my blankets, the linen, whatever, and virtually put everything on one shelf.
I was able to save about half my closet space.
You just put whatever you want in there. You click it a little bit at the beginning. You zip it up and it's done.
Kutista säilytettävät tavarat ja suojaa ne spacebagin avulla. Saat spacebagisi täydellä palautusoikeudella. Täytä, ime ja käytä. Varastoit tavarasi spacebag-säilytysjärjestelmällä. Tilaa spacebagit itsellesi ruudussa näkyvästä Ostos-TV:n numerosta. Saat 2 isoa spacebagia, jumbon ja vielä 1 ison bagin kaupan päälle. Kaikkiaan 4 spacebagia edulliseen hintaan ja tietysti täydellä palautusoikeudella. Kysy erikoisalennusta tilatessasi useampia spacebageja. Muista, spacebagilla varastoit ja suojaat untuvapeitteet, huovat, neuleet, tyynyt, pehmusteet, puvut, vaatteet, paperit, valokuvat, hopeat ja paljon muuta.
Look at that! It's going down almost to nothing.
You know, I plan to use this on my mother's 1920 flapper dress.
Oh, and you'll save it forever.
I'm so excited about this for the storage of long-term documents, things that you must keep your whole life, but you don't want to look at every day.
I think it's just great. I would like to give it for Christmas presents. My mother would love it. My stepfather collects old magazines. I mean, anybody in my family. I'm just going to buy them for Christmas presents.
It's perfect for everybody.
Yeah, everybody, no matter what they do.
I have 4 sleeping bags that take up a half of a closet, and now I can keep them in the closet for when I go camping in the summer.
And they'll always be clean.
Absolutely, yeah, that's great.
I'm in the process of getting ready to move, and this would save me a lot of time, a lot of money, and space in moving.
I'm going to be able to save money because I'll be able to save my children's clothes and just pass them on down.
I'd be able to get my car in the garage.
Now there's a dream come true.
Yes.
Thanks to the space
Oh,
bag.
yeah.
Poista ilma spacebagista tavallisella letkupölyn imurilla ja valloita tavaroilta takaisin säilytystilaa. Tuntuu kuin saisit uusia kaappeja, hyllyjä ja vaatetankoja ilmaiseksi. Spacebag kutisti kaiken tämän näin pieneen tilaan. Tilaa nyt, niin saat 2 isoa spacebagia ja 1 jumbobagin uskomattoman edullisesti. Jos lupaat kertoa siitä ystävällesi, saat vielä 1 ison spacebagin. Kuulit oikein, siis 3 isoa spacebagia ja 1 jumbobagi uskomattoman edullisesti. Kutista säilytettävät tavarat ja suojaa ne spacebagin avulla. Saat spacebagisi täydellä palautusoikeudella. Täytä, ime ja käytä. Varastoit tavarasi Spacebag-säilytysjärjestelmällä. Tilaa Spacebagit itsellesi Ostos-TV:n numerosta 0800 146 246.